Well, hello, friends. Real quick before we kick off the episode, I have to let you know about something exciting. I am seriously considering having an upgraded version of this podcast where you get bonus episodes and exclusive content. But here's the deal, I'm trying to decide what that content and those episodes should be. I do have some ideas, and I was wondering if you could vote really quick and tell me what you think about what would entice you, what would be interesting to you to get as bonus episodes on this podcast. For example, deeper dives into topics. Maybe I'm answering questions that many of you ask about starting or growing a business. Maybe even overhearing coaching calls, something like this. It would be a paid, upgraded version of this podcast, not very expensive at all, probably just a handful of dollars a month, but it be extra content for you to help you along your journey. My whole goal is to help you build your business dream. And I would love to offer you even more because some of you are asking for it. So if you could just look down in the show notes right now, there's two ways you can give me your answers. Number one, I have a Google form with 5 quick questions. It can be anonymous. You just answer them and vote on what would be interesting to you. Or number two, I have a voice memo system. You can just click it and you could just leave a voice memo with your phone right now and just record it and tell me what kind of topics, what things would be interesting to you behind the scenes, market news, what would be things that would be extra that would be really valuable to you. So thank you all so much. Okay, on to the episode.
Well, hello, this is Kimberly Brock, and for over 20 years, I've been running my own businesses that have not only been profitable, but personally fulfilling to me. So now I'm on a mission to help other new business owners just like you make money doing what you love too. Now we're going to have some fun, so let's get started.
Well, hello, this is Kimberly. It's episode 206, and I am so glad that you're here today because we're talking about you stopping the negativity and judgment that you're putting upon your business. It's hurting your business. It's hurting you. It's stifling your growth and everything that you're trying to do. And so today I want to have a talk with you so that you stop it, so that you can get this business going, whether you're starting or growing, get this thing going and actually start living your dream. I want you to remember something too, as you're sitting here listening. Your business gets to be built your way. Okay. You don't have to build it like anyone else's on anyone else's time frame, doing what everyone else is telling you, what you're being bombarded with on social media and everything like that. You get to do it your way. And I think that's part of the problem with the judgment factor is a lot of you are judging your business based on what you think you should be doing. And I want you to stop. So today we're going to talk about it. If you're new here, welcome. You've come on a serious day. I'm so glad that you found this podcast, though. I have no doubt it's going to help you along your journey, whether you are in the idea stage, whether you're starting, whether you're growing, whatever it is, you're in the right place. I'm just so happy you're here and that you have the courage to pursue your business dream. Now, if you're new here, you want to get plugged in right now. I have a private Facebook group called Women Starting Businesses Doing What We Love. There's a link below. Just scroll down, click it. It's going to take you over to Facebook. You're going to have 3 quick questions to answer. And then you're going to get approved and you will be approved into our group. And then you can post all your, what you think are silly questions. You now have a community of fellow business owners who are all starting and understand what you're going through, and you can get help, guidance anytime. It's free in there. And I'm in and out of the group as well. And I do have some fun weekly posts that you can comment on that will keep you on track and accountable. And it's just a great group of ladies. So make sure you do that right now. And also I have some free goodies for you if you're new, like if you're just starting your business, I've got a 16-step checklist. You can get that down below. And if you are in the growth stage, maybe you've just opened your business and you're like, okay, how do I get to consistent sales? I have a new free training for you. So scroll down right now. You can get access to it. You need to sit down and watch it. I think it's about 15 minutes. So take some time for yourself to go through this training, because this is literally the key to getting consistent sales in your business. So many of you think if you just open the doors to your business, that means you're going to keep getting sales, and it's not true. You may get sales for a while because you've had a buildup of you starting this business and people have been waiting and they've known, but then there comes a point when you're actually going to have to proactively market it and grow it. And I talk you through that and the 5 steps that it's going to take. So make sure you get that free training. It's new, it's super useful, and I hope you take it seriously because it is going to be what grows your business or not. Okay, so that's it. On to the episode. Well, hello, everyone. How are you? How is your business? What's happening? What's going on? I'm dying to hear. Y'all know I love to hear all about what's going on with your businesses. It's so exciting to me. And I'm just so happy for you. I really am. Keep posting on our weekly posts in our Facebook group on Mondays, the Imperfect Action Mondays, where you post like what imperfect action you're going to take that week. Make sure you're doing those. Okay. And I have other posts during the week because it's just going to keep you top of mind and focused for what you need to be doing to get this business started and growing. So I'm so happy you're here today. I just had to do this episode because I'm seeing a lot of you drowning in negativity. You really are. And I don't think even some of you know it, but you are comparing yourselves to other businesses. You feel pressure that you need to build your business a certain way and at a certain time frame and a certain speed and all this. And I think it's super stressful. I think y'all are putting a lot of undue stress on yourself. I think you need to take a deep breath and realize that this is your project. This is your baby. And some people don't like to say it. Your business shouldn't be your baby, but it kind of is because you put your heart and soul into it. You love it. You're raising it. You know, the whole metaphor. You are putting everything into it. You're caring for it. You're trying to make sure everything is good, right? And so we tend to heavily scrutinize what we're doing, and then we tend to heavily compare ourselves. And you know how damaging that can be. You know, especially if you've got younger siblings, nieces, nephews, kids, grandkids, whatever it is, you can see when they are comparing themselves or how they make themselves feel less than because they don't have or they're not doing or they're not with so-and-so. You can see what happens with that. And I don't want that happening to you with your business. A lot of you are getting in this mode where you're like, I don't know if I can do this. My stuff isn't selling. People don't like my stuff. And I have to tell you this. Not everyone is going to buy your stuff. Not everyone is going to like your stuff. You are going to have some moments where things fail, where you launch something, it doesn't sell. You offer something, people don't want it. You sell something and something goes wrong and people have to return it. I mean, there are so many things that can go wrong and you will experience setbacks in your business. You just will. Something will happen, okay, at some point. Maybe not now. Maybe some of you haven't had it yet, but I just want you to know that. And I want you to stop judging how your business is doing. Like you're judging it. You're not like being real and sitting back and analyzing it. You're actually judging it, criticizing it, doing it in a negative way. Today, I want to talk you through these three things. There's just 3 points that I want to make today to have you wake up about this and have you stop doing this. So number one is to actually realize when you're doing this. So from here on out, after you've heard this now, you can't unhear it. You've heard this episode. When you go out and you start working on something in your business and you feel the negativity coming on, I want you to stop yourself and say, why am I being so negative? What expectation have I put on myself that I haven't achieved or that I haven't done yet? Because that's what's happened. Usually you are feeling the negativity and the judgment because you yourself have actually put some kind of expectation on yourself and you haven't met it. And so you're mad and you feel less than, you feel unsuccessful, you feel like you haven't achieved, you feel like you haven't figured it out. And you have to recognize that when you do this, you are hurting yourself so badly. I mean, how really could you expect to move forward optimistically and joyfully and creatively if you're in a constant state of judgment of yourself? Okay. So realize, number one, when you are doing this and stop for a minute and say, why am I doing this? What expectation did I put on myself that I didn't just meet? And I'm looking at this in an emotional way instead of a pragmatic way. Okay. So realizing when you're doing it and stopping yourself. So think about that right now. Okay. Again, when this episode's over and you go to work on something, what are you judging yourself on? Is it that your website doesn't look good enough? You're not getting enough sales. You're not getting enough leads. People aren't buying. You're not getting traction on social or whatever it is. Stop yourself and realize it's because you put an expectation on. And I think we have to stop the expectations And we have to start being pragmatic about it and start really looking at the numbers. It's like even with my programs, I have my online boot camps and I have my mini business plan workshop and I have my best business idea workbook, right? I can't put artificial expectations on myself. I can't sit there and go, well, I should have 1,000 sales next week. And then I'm all upset next week when I don't get 1,000 sales. And I'm like, but I showed up on social, but I did all these things. And instead of judging myself and saying I didn't get 1,000 sales this week of that workbook or that course, then I have to be pragmatic about it and go, well, first of all, how many people are actually interested? How many leads do I actually have? Because you can start running the numbers and doing percentages and you can kind of get an idea of what should be selling. And if, for example, you've only had 200 people sign up on your email list and you're mad that you didn't have 100 sales and you only got 4 sales out of the 200, you actually have a good conversion rate. 4 out of 200 is 2%. That's like normal for digital products. So if you were judging yourself because you didn't get 100 sales, that was just all for naught. All that angst and anger at yourself is ridiculous because it's not practical. You have to look at the real numbers. You have to know what the averages should be or what you should be making based on what you're doing. A lot of you aren't even doing any marketing and you're sitting there going, I don't have enough sales. And then I'm like, okay, well, let's talk about what all you've done to start generating leads so that you can get these sales. And we come to find out there really isn't any effective marketing being done. There's like a couple of times of showing up on social a week, but that's not totally your marketing. If your wording isn't clear, if you're not really directing people to your website or to get a quote, you don't really have a good offer that speaks to that. I could go on and on. It's just not effective marketing. And you're mad that you're not getting the sales. And so you're judging yourself and you're turning into a bad mood and you are upset with yourself and you're disappointed. It's because you put false expectations. You weren't being pragmatic about it. Okay. So I always try to keep it real. Like my Grow Getters know this. Like we're talking about, okay, what have you done? What are the things that you're doing? You're only going to get a certain percentage of buyers from that, from what you did, from those leads. We can't get upset when the results are actually what they should be. They're just lower than the false expectation you put on yourself. Okay. So number 1, realize you're doing this and learn to stop being emotional and start being more practical. Okay. Emotional to practical, emotional to logical, I should probably say. Be logical about it and stop being so emotional, and let's be real and look at your business as if it's not you and it's someone else. It's me. You can imagine it's me coming up to you going, let's look at this. What would I say? So you've got to come out of yourself. Okay. So first, realize that you're doing it. Take the emotions out, bring the logic in. Number 2, when you are negatively judging your business, it's creating an energy of self-doubt. It's actually putting like a negative energy all around you. Have you ever met someone, or do you know someone in your life that when they come around, number 1, you know the ones that make you happy, right? Where they bring a positive energy, like you're happy when you're around them, you're excited, things are good, things aren't stressful. But do you know those other people in your life that when they come around, you feel, literally you can feel the air get thick. They have a negative energy. They kind of bring down the tone. They cause people to kind of clam up, and other people aren't themselves because they're all worried about what, this other person's energy is going to do. And you're actually creating that energy for yourself. You're doing it to yourself when you're sitting there judging your business and going, it should be at this. I don't know why I'm not at this, blah, 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 blah. You're creating a negative energy, an energy of self-doubt. And it starts seeping into your brain and making you think that you can't do this and this isn't possible for you and you don't have what it takes and your product or service stinks and nobody wants it, nobody likes it, and you need to just go apply for another job. Like that's what's happening to some of you because you created that energy around you. So realize that this negative self-talk, because that's what this is, but it's just about your business. It's maybe not about you or your body or the way you look. It's about your business, which is very important to you. And it's creating a bad energy. How's anyone supposed to work with bad energy? We need good energy. Put some music on. Let's be happy. Let's have fun. Let's say I'm going to do everything I can to help my people. Okay? Let's be real about it. Okay, so again, number 1, realize that you're doing it. Take the emotions out. Put the logic in. Number 2, stop being so negative because it's creating a negative like aura and energy around you. Really is. It's creating a mood, a vibe. Just like when you go into like a store, I've been looking at different furniture for our house because y'all know we've been remodeling stuff. And some stores, when you go in, when the candles smell amazing. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? Especially some furniture stores. And I'm like, this candle smells amazing, or they have good music on. And you're like, okay, I'm totally vibing on this. This is amazing. I like the way I feel in here. It's just like a restaurant. When you go to certain restaurants and you love the vibe, right? You're like, I love this. Make that your vibe around you when you're working every day. Turn on the music, put on a candle, do something so that you're not bringing that negative energy, that you're bringing a positive energy of how could I do this? How can I use my own creative brain to do this effectively and help my people? Because I know how to help my people. I need to stop letting all this other outside junk come in on me and stop putting these expectations on myself, right? So create good energy around you. And number 3, when you have this negative self-talk, this negative judgment on your business, you are stifling your own creativity because you're telling yourself that what you are and what you're doing and how you're doing it is not good enough. It's not meeting up to the expectations of what everyone else is doing. Okay? It is stifling your creativity. It's stopping you from just saying, wait. How do I actually want to do this? Who is this good for? Who could I help today? Who could I serve today? Who could I reach out to today? It stops all of that because it puts you in this mode of like, oh my gosh, I'm not good enough. You've got the bad energy and you're like, oh my gosh, what do I need to do? Do I need to lower my price? Do I need to add more products and service? And the answer is no. The answer is no. Everyone starts to panic when this happens. Okay, when your creativity gets stifled, you start getting desperate. It's lower price. That's what I've seen. Change to new products, change to a complete new business, pivot everything, change everything, drop everything I've done because I can't do this. This is not feeling good. I'm not meeting the expectations. I'm not meeting my goals. Who can work in that environment? Who can work in that? And if your creativity is stifled, what do you have left? If your creativity is stifled, what do you have left? Because that's what's really cool about your business is that you own it with your creative brain, with your perspective on things, with your life experience, with your gifts that God has given you, with your talents. If that is stifled, what is left? Y'all, we need you. We need your creativity. We need your gifts to shine through. We need your ideas. We need to know the way that you would do something because that's what makes us want to buy. We don't just want another such and such, right? We want your version. It's just like you think about different bakers that bake cookies or desserts. Let's just say desserts, right? Some people may come with these really cool cupcakes. Somebody may do really cool cake. Somebody may do really cool cookies. But if you are stifling your own creativity and you're like, okay, I just got to do I'll just do the chocolate chip cookie. I'm just going to do that. And you're like, what? We just missed out on those amazingly decorated cupcakes that you were going to make, but you were so stuck in your own mind that you couldn't even use your gifts to create the beautiful dessert. You had to go with what you thought you needed to do when everyone would have paid more and appreciated more you making what came from your heart, right? Like, think about it. If you're stifling your creativity, how is your business going to stand out? How are you going to build a following of people who are like rallying behind what you're doing? We all want like a cult following in a good way, right? We want super fans. We want people that know us, like us, trust us, and they're like, whatever we offer, they buy it. That's what you want. That's what you want. But if your creativity is stifled, then how are you standing out? Why are we buying from you? Right? So y'all, today, it's really hurting you when you're judging yourself, you have to stop letting the outside world create the metrics for you to feel successful. Okay. You have to stop that. You have to create your own metrics. This is your business, your way, just like I said at the beginning. So you need to set goals for yourself based on your type of business, the income you need. Some of you have full-time jobs. Some of you have part-time jobs. Some of you are moms with kids at home. You only have a certain amount of hours and you just want a certain amount of money. Some of you, it's $500 a month. It's $2,000 a month. It's $5,000 a month. We all would like $1 million a month. Let's face it. But I think we have to be real about the number and look at it and say, okay, if I have to make this much amount of money, using my brain, think for myself, what do I need to be doing? Who do I need to be reaching out to? Who would love this? Who would appreciate this? Instead of going, oh my gosh, I'm new. This is not even that great, but I'm going to do my best. I'm just going to put it up and just pray that I get sales and like just hope. And I'm like, you can't do that. You are going to have to be proactive in a way that feels comfortable to you. And that's why I say it's your business, your way. Because if you're forcing yourself to go out and market it in a way or offer it in a way that's not you and not using your creativity, then it's just none of it's going to work. None of it is going to work. So let's review these again, okay? What this negativity and judgment that you are putting upon yourself is doing to you. Number one, though, first realize that you're doing it and catch yourself. Catch yourself when you find yourself falling into that mode, okay? Number two, realize the energy that it's creating when you allow it to be negative, when you allow this self-talk, when you allow this judgment that you haven't met the outside world's ideal of a successful business. Realize that it's creating an energy around you that is not conducive to you building a successful business. And number three, realize that when you have this negative self-talk and you keep trying to meet outside standards, that it's stifling your creativity and it's preventing you from actually having the business of your dreams. It is. It's stopping you from having the business of your dreams because you feel like you have to do things a certain way and it has to be a certain way. And you got to offer this and do that and be on social media and do this or that, whatever it is that's feeling weird to you right now, know that you don't have to do that. You have the power. This is your business. You get to be creative and do things how you want. That's why I love all of the Women in Grow Getters, because everyone is creating their own system for their business. Each system is unique. Everybody's business is different. And the way that they start building an audience and start attracting people and then start converting them to sales is different for all of them. Now, the foundations are the same, but the way they go about it, like me, my way is this podcast is my favorite way to be out and about. But if someone told me you're going to have to be on YouTube every week or you're going to have to write a blog, I would not be as happy because it's not what I want to be doing right now. I love podcasting and it's my way of showing up with my mind. All these episodes are made by me. They are inspired by me. They are written by me. They are not something that I'm copying what someone else is doing. Okay. I'm building my business my way. There's a bazillion more things I could be doing to grow my business. I could be doing so much more. I could have interviews twice a week on this podcast. I could be doing a bazillion things, but you know what? Just like I said for you, I get to build my business my way for this season of my life. So I'm not holding anyone's standards up against me. It's my own standard. This is the amount of money I need to make. This is what I have time to do. This is what I love doing. And this is what I'm going to do. And that's the same for you. Okay. I'm using my creativity. You get to use yours. So some of my other grow getters, theirs may be that they like being out and about. They're constantly meeting new people, or they have a specific type of client they cold email or reach out to because they know that's their way and they love it. Right. Some people are really good on social. They're amazing on social media. They love to do lives. Works great. And we craft that system for them inside Grow Getters. Some are good at live events and doing live things and showing up locally and doing shows and vendor shows and all that stuff. Amazing. I love it. We create that consistent sales system for them. So today, if you're sitting here feeling frustrated in your business, realize that it's probably because you have allowed yourself to have a lot of negative self-talk and a negative judgment towards your business, and you need to stop today because you've heard what this is doing to you. And if you didn't realize it, now I want you to, that's your homework. Today is when you feel yourself becoming negative. Later today, you work on something, stop yourself and say, oh my gosh, what am I doing? This is ridiculous. I'm creating negative self-energy and I'm stifling my creativity. And I need to allow my creativity to flow and start doing things the way I want because I get to, because it's my business and I get to do it my way. How freeing is that? Y'all, this is freeing. This is freeing. You get to do this your way and use your creativity. Stop holding the yardstick of the metrics of what you think everyone else is expecting. Okay. Promise me that today. I'm so happy you're here. If you're new, I hope this wasn't too serious for you, but I just had to, I felt compelled to share this because I've been seeing this and I don't want it to keep going on. And if you today are here and you've just got your business open, or maybe your business has been open a while and you are ready to get growing. You want to make consistent sales. You want to do it in the most simple and fun way possible without having to pay for ads or do icky marketing or icky sales tactics or even do anything complicated. If you want to keep it simple, make sure you check out Grow Getters Blow. As I said, I have a free training that's on there. You need to watch it. It's like 15 minutes. Watch that, and then you can get in Grow Getters and join us, and we'd love to help you because I want you to create your whole system for how you're going to generate consistent sales and do it in a way that's exciting and fun for you and not high stress and high pressure. So that is it. Y'all have an amazing day. Until next time, bye now.
Now, this episode may be over, but our relationship does not have to end here. Head on over to KimberlyBrock.com, and yes, you can get more valuable information for your journey. And you know what? You don't need to go through this alone. I would love to help you. Thank you so much, and have a great day. Bye.